Hi there, this is Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions with another Tech Tip Tuesday. Again, I'm working in Chief Architect Premier version X9. And today I am working on this project for a small little family room addition where I guessed at the sizes that the engineer would want to specify. I guessed 2x12 joists. I guessed two 14-inch LVL ridge, and he actually came back and said it doesn't need to be that big. Part of the reason why I did the 2x12 was because I thought maybe we would be doing fiberglass insulation, and to get the proper R value plus a vent baffle in there for proper roof ventilation, we need that thickness of a 2x12 roof rafter. Well, the engineer says we don't need that much, and the contractor says he's doing foam insulation, so we're going with smaller structure. So, I could just change the numbers here. The engineer says I only need 2x8 joists, rafters. Let's change that. Rafters at 16-inch on center. That's fine. That works for the plan view, but then the section view is still showing 2x12s. I'm kind of a stickler for I want all my views to look right. And properly scaled. So I'm going to actually change it and show you, even though I've got the members placed here at 11¼ inches deep for 2x12s, we can change that, and how to do that in Chief Architect here. Change it easily and keep all the proper heights and such. So I'm going into section view, and I'm going to draw a line at the top of the wall. And yes, I'm going to show CAD framing roof layer, and I want that line to remain at 91 7/16 in the Y position. You'll see why this is going to change as soon as I update my roof planes, because the baseline of the roof plane is in line with the exterior wall, the exterior of the wall, and right here where let me use an arrow. So right there is where the baseline height is calculated from. So that baseline height is calculated from the height of your wall plate plus the cut depth of your structural member for the roof. Now, this number is going to remain the same when I change the roof the value in the roof framing members. This baseline is going to remain the same. The depth of this vertical cut is going to change, because I'm going to change this from 2x12s to 2x8s, and therefore the bottom plate will actually raise up. I understand it's kind of backwards, but when you understand what the program is doing, you know how to fix it. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to go into my plan view, and I'm going to turn on my layer display options, hit R on the keyboard for roofs, and unlock the roof layers. Q on my keyboard gets into my roof mode, and so I'm going to shift select those two roof planes and open them. Change my structure. There we go, structure, edit. in the structure option here, roof layers, structure. So 11 1/4 becomes 7 1/4 for my 2x8s. Now watch this section as it updates. And it did exactly what I said it would do, right? That baseline remained where it was, the plate moved up. So in my section view, I'm going to hit the W key on my keyboard. I need to bring those roof planes down 4.5 inches. What I'm doing is I'm drawing a line from the new plate height down to where I want the plate height to be, because that's the plate height that's in the field that we're matching with the existing home. That's what I want it to be. And as I draw my line, so I hit the W on the keyboard to draw a new polyline. I drew that down here at the center of my screen. You can kind of see it moving around. From existing plate now, from this plate to the plate I want it to be is 4.5 inches in 270-degree direction. That's down. 4.5 inches. Back to plan view, Q on my keyboard, select, shift select, and I'm going to transform replicate. Move in the Z direction toward the floor of first floor here, minus 4.5 inches. There we go. Now my baseline of the roofs moved down. I didn't really care about this number, really, did I? I cared about this line here. That's great, you say. I'm done. Not quite. Not quite. Let's turn on my framing view. Now my framing, at the bottom of the framing is where it's supposed to be, but the top isn't. And this framing isn't quite there either. For this case, it's actually pretty easy. I'm going to select my roof in plan view again. Shift, select. And I believe it's Chief Architect X7. And later, you could select individual objects and build the framing for those, one or multiple selected objects only. So I'm just going to click Build Framing for selected objects. There it is. It's in the right plane that I want it. I just have to go back and change my ridge from, so in plan view, I'm going to go into my rafter tools, double click on the ridge. I'm going to change that, he said can be two 12-inch LVL, so 11 7/8 inch deep, 1 3/4 wide, and I like to give it a solid fill with red color. Materials will be plan materials color red. I'm going too fast for my computer. There we go. And the reason I do this is because it's going to show up in my 3D views and my 3D renderings and my framing plans, as well as being a unique highlighted structural member. Lastly, you can see on the elevation, this one member isn't quite cooperating with its elevation, so I'm going to double click on it in section view, uncheck automatic height. Now I can do the manual height of raising and lowering there, or I can just, remember on my system I've set up X. The X key on my keyboard is the point-to-point move, so I hit X, click there, and we're set. So there you have it. Changing structural members from one size to another quickly and easily. I'm Tim Schrock from Design Build Solutions, bringing you this Tech Tip Tuesday. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.